Welcome to this week's edition of Oncology Updates, covering the latest breakthroughs. Brought to you by LucidQuest. Lantern Pharma secured FDA alignment via a Type C meeting for its pediatric CNS cancer program, endorsing a parallel ATRT cohort to accelerate data in this ultra-rare population. The FDA acknowledged a potential spironolactone plus LP-184 combination. With rare pediatric disease and orphan drug designations in place, an IND amendment under Starlight Therapeutics is planned, targeting trial start in Q1 2026. BPG Bio completed enrollment in its Phase 2b study in newly diagnosed GBM, evaluating BPM 31510 IV plus vitamin K1 prior to radiotherapy temozolomide combination. The primary endpoint is 6-month PFS, with top-line data expected in H1 2026. The program holds orphan drug designation. Trial and progress updates are slated for ESMO and SNO 2025. Glenmark launched a multi-country Phase 3 of subcutaneous envafolimab in resectable stage 3A 3B NSCLC across neoadjuvant and adjuvant settings. India's DCGI granted a no-objection certificate. CTAs were submitted in Russia, and sites are planned in Brazil and Mexico. Subcutaneous dosing aims to streamline clinic workflow while assessing efficacy, safety, pharmacokinetics, and immunogenicity. In China, HERNEXEOS, zongertinib, received NMPA accelerated approval for unresectable or metastatic HER2-mutant NSCLC after one or more prior therapies. BEAMI and Lung-1 reported objective response rate 71%, complete response 7%, disease control rate 96%, median duration of response 14.1 months, and median progression-free survival 12.4 months, with a 2.9% discontinuation rate. The HER2-selective TKI also holds breakthrough therapy designation for first-line use. Lilly's olomorasib earned FDA breakthrough therapy designation for first-line KRAS G12C mutated NSCLC in combination with pembrolizumab for unresectable metastatic disease with at least 50% PD-L1 expression. The decision draws on Phase 1-2 LOXORASH-2 and Phase 3 SUNRAY-01 dose optimization data, with updated results to be presented at WCLC 2025 and preliminary CNS activity noted in EGFR mutated NSCLC. Tagrisso plus chemotherapy achieved a final median overall survival of 47.5 months versus 37.6 months with Tagrisso alone in FLAURA2. 3-year overall survival was 63.1% versus 50.9%, and 4-year overall survival was 49.1% versus 40.8%. Grade 3 or greater adverse events were 70% versus 34%. Largely chemotherapy-related, with low discontinuation rates. Amivantamab plus lazertinib delivered an overall survival benefit versus osimertinib in MARIPOSA. The overall survival hazard ratio was 0.75. The median overall survival was not reached and projected more than 4 years. Time to subsequent therapy was 30.3 versus 24 months. And PFS2 was 42.9 versus 32.8 months, with a consistent safety profile. Roche's Ventana HER2 assay gained CE-IVDR label expansions, becoming the first companion diagnostic to identify HER2 ultra-low HR-positive metastatic breast cancer patients eligible for Enhertu. It is also approved to identify HER2-positive biliary tract cancer patients eligible for Ziihera. Standardized on benchmark platforms and used in Destiny Breast 06, it extends testing beyond binary HER2 categories. Akeso completed Phase 3 enrollment in Harmony GI1, evaluating Amivantamab plus standard therapy versus durvalumab plus chemotherapy in first-line biliary tract cancer. The PD-1 VEGF bispecific has multiple positive Phase 3 readouts in NSCLC, and an approved first-line PD-L1 positive NSCLC indication in China, with global development pursued alongside Summit Therapeutics. Zai Lab's TIVDAK was approved in Hong Kong for recurrent metastatic cervical cancer after chemotherapy, the territory's first antibody-drug conjugate in this setting. It strengthens Zai Lab's women's health franchise leveraging Zejula infrastructure, while the NMPA BLA remains under review. TIVDAK is licensed from Seagen. Stay ahead in oncology research. Like, share, and subscribe for weekly updates. Visit lqventures.com or email us at info@lqventures.com for expert healthcare consulting. See you next time.